Hold on, man. This damn thing tripping. This is bullshit. What the hell? You know what? This is bullshit. There's enough of a problem about this fucking thing. We need him to move now. about that, y'all. They kicked me out, so I had to go back in. I had this set up already, but they erased my what I put in the chat room. My post in the chat room supposed to already be in there. I did that 2 days ago. So I had to set up again. Hold on for a second, y'all. I'll be right back. You're tuned in to the Facts Over Feelings podcast. I am your host, the Iceman. More bounce to the ounce, and I say what counts. Don't nobody go home till the fat man gets it in. What's happening, chocolate people? If you ain't got it, make sure you go get it. My first book, The Game of Life According to the Iceman, Volume 1. You can get this at AskTheIceman.com or Amazon. If you get it from me, I'll sign it and send it to you. You digs? All right, y'all. Oh, that's right. I brought batteries down here for this damn thing. I'll do that while I'm talking to y'all. Hey, what's happening, y'all? I'm sorry I'm late. When I signed on, I set up everything ahead of time, so I ain't got to do anything. And I go on there for some reason. Every now and then, YouTube erases my my setup, what you see in the chat room right now. Okay, contact information, all that. And so I had to redo that, and then I tried to go on Facebook and do a simulcast, and it kicked me out. So I apologize. Those of you who are here at 5 o'clock, I apologize, man. That normally I ain't that late. All right, well, let's get it cracking, y'all. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope you everything that you're working on is working out right now. Hope you're making your dreams come true, because you deserve to live the best. You hear me, black man and woman? You deserve the best. Don't sell yourself short. You owe it to yourself to live the best you can. Can you dig it? All right, let me move this over. Okay. Okay. So anyway, okay, here's the deal. All right. Well, as you know, federal judges have been blocking Trump's agenda at every turn. And they know that, they know all they got to do is tell one of these judges to go ahead and file a restraining order. They know that. But when it comes to the illegal immigration, the deportations, Trump's still doing it. He didn't stop sending them people, because I know yesterday they had a plane land in Caracas, Venezuela, dropping off these monsters. Okay? Rapists, sodomizers, and murderers and thieves. Okay? And you guess how Trump got him to do it? Got Maduro, because Maduro changed his mind after he said okay. After the first few flights went over there, he changed his mind. And Trump said to him last week, he said, hey man, if you don't start taking your people back, I'm going to put sanctions on whatever countries buy your oil, which means what? They're going to go to somebody else. Maduro, he changed his tune real fast, didn't he? So that's what happened when there's a man in office instead of a little kid or old ass racist like Biden's ass. Let me let Instagram know that we're on that we're on the air. Hey family, what's cracking? We're on the air live right now, so come on by and check us out. Got something good cooking for you tonight. Come on back. Come on by. MadVooDooMan channel, YouTube. Holla. Okay. Hold on. Let me post this real quick. Let me post this on Instagram, on the gram. And we can get on like we've been spit on. All right. But these federal judges are blocking Trump from, instituting his agenda. So no matter whether his policies will help us or not, they're making the decision for us that they're not going to allow Trump to do his job. And the only people that can slow his roll is the Supreme Court. Now they filed a petition with the Court of Appeals, and they got to wait for their decision. They probably going to take a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to answer. It ain't looking good either because Obama packed the court with his little sorry left-wing judges. Okay, so it's probably going to have to go to the Supreme Court because this is ridiculous. Even when federal judges ruled against Biden, and when it comes to those student loans, what happened? They kept doing it. They kept canceling people's loans. Only the last couple of times did another federal judge stop them. Okay? we done. We got that popping. Okay. So what you see is people, the Democrats, like they always do, call themselves making decisions for us, like we some little kids. We don't know no better. And almost everything that Trump has done has benefited the whole country and indirectly benefited Black people, which is why he's in there in the first place. So these judges are playing politics and acting as the executive branch of the government rather than sticking to what they do best, which is civil law and criminal law. Okay? Because what Trump is doing is not unconstitutional. None of it is. Okay? Well, they ain't supposed to be just, deporting people, not giving people due process. Due process for non-citizens is an extreme privilege. They don't have to do jack. If you come into this country, break the law, and break into this country, a sovereign country nonetheless, you have broken the law and you are subject to deportation. We don't have to go round the bend and send you to immigration court and have you sitting there at home waiting to see a immigration judge, because we know that's how the 1.4 million people are on that deportation list. That's how they ended up on there. They got court dates and they didn't show up because they know they ain't here for no damn asylum. Just because you can't find nothing to eat in your country, that's your problem. Excuse me, that's your problem. That ain't the Iceman's problem. That ain't your problem. That's their problem. Due process ain't promised to them, but you hear all these damn Republicans, these Democrats and some Republicans sitting up here talking about, well, they should go ahead and give him a hearing before they. No! If you got an order to be deported, or you commit, or you are, they got a warrant out for your arrest, or they're looking for dangerous criminals, they can scoop you up and matter of fact, they ain't even gotta notify your damn family if they don't want to. Because see, that judge is mad because Trump sent them fools to that maximum, supermax prison. Y'all seen it down there in El Salvador? And Trump gave them they gave his president $6 million. And old dude wrote on Twitter when the big stink they first had that big stink, and they were trying to say that Trump knew about the judge's ruling and sent them planes down there to El Salvador anyway. No, he didn't. But even if he did, what you gonna do? Go back down? You gonna go down to El Salvador and try to get them people out? You know that ain't gonna ever happen. Once them people get put in there, you gonna die in there. They put this little homo dude down there that I guess when he was up here, he was a makeup artist, and they sent his ass down there. And he was crying and like a little girl talking about, I'm gay. I'm not a criminal. Well, too late, motherfucker. Too late. So sad. Everybody hit the like button, and please hit the subscribe button, and then hit the notification bell. Please hit the subscribe button right now. Please hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, how well this live stream goes is up to you. Okay? I'm either going to just do a half hour and stop, or it's going to be shorter than that. Okay? So if you guys don't participate, if you guys don't contribute, if you guys don't hit the subscribe button, then I'm gonna go upstairs and watch TV. And get ready for tomorrow, because I got something important to do. You digs? So let's get some act right. Okay? Stop being difficult just because you can be difficult. You don't pull that with white folks, but you come around a black man playing games. First of all, Earth man, you should learn how to write first. Okay? You should learn how to write a complete sentence. Okay? Instead of being a moron and a clown. Okay? And so this dude thought he was gonna get sent back up. He gonna get out of that super max prison just because he said he a homosexual. Well, you ought to feel good being around a bunch of dudes, because he had a record. And when they say record, a ticket is an injunction. I mean, not an injunction. It's a notice to appear in court for something, or pay this fine, because speeding is criminal. You digs? Now, the state of Florida, I was cracking up earlier. The state of Florida, all their law enforcement is getting certified to scoop up these illegal aliens, and they're getting certified so they don't have to use an ICE agent or a border patrol agent in their midst in order to get these people off the street. So what they're doing is they're sitting on I-95 down there in Florida, and if you pass by them speeding, they gonna pull you over and ask you what your immigration status is. Now, they pulled these 4 illegal aliens over, and they had a cement mixer, and they had a Silverado truck with a trailer on it. It had all kind of drywall, sheetrock on there, and tools and stuff. And come to find out, all of them are illegal aliens. 2 of them had deportation orders, and they just, you think they let the other 2 go? No, they scooped all of them up, because you still have broken the law, and you're technically on parole if you're in this country illegally. Okay? Like, I was looking at this story, these old Colombians that stay in Orange County, so they probably got a little money. And the husband and the wife came over here illegally and built a life. They've been here 35 years. So you could tell they making a little money, because you can't live in Orange County. Well, you can live in Orange County, but you're going to be in some bad neighborhoods. But that part of Orange County where they lived at was like $1 million homes. So they found some way to get over. And you know what happened? The last time they checked in with ICE, because some folks do try to do right. They'll at least go and check in with ICE. Okay? And let them know, hey man, we ain't trying to do like the rest of these fools and trying to, you know, not be seen and not heard. But I'm out here robbing, you know, Travis. I'm out here breaking into Travis Kelce's house or breaking into Patrick Mahomes' house in Kansas City while they playing a game. Okay? And they just scooping them right on up. But they starting to get scared because they, like I said, they ain't going to work. If they don't go to work, they make no money. You can send somebody out there to shop for you if you want to, but it's inevitable that you're gonna get caught. Just like when people don't pay a ticket or a parking ticket, you know, they issue a warrant for their arrest, a bench warrant. Sooner or later, you're gonna forget about that warrant. And you're going to pull over and a cop's going to run your license and you're going to have a warrant. They're going to tow your car or whatever vehicle you're in and you going to jail. So what they're doing down there in Florida, so what they did is they called the tow truck and they, you know, they were backing up. When they catch these, I saw one dude who had a brand new, one of them brand new GMC trucks with black rims, or it had one of those 4x4 kits on there where the truck sit up kind of high with them big old $300, $400 tires. This guy was a sex offender, and they pulled this guy off. And hey, when they do that, they take them vehicles. And I was looking at this dude that was walking around an auction where he lives at, and he was showing all these 2024, 2025 BMWs and Benzes. Okay? And some of these people only had the car a month and it got repossessed. So don't be surprised if you see a whole bunch of food trucks be on the back of some trucks getting towed, because the gravy train has derailed. All them thousands of dollars per month they were giving, if they went and blew all that money, that's their ass. They get nothing. That's their ass, man. And I like how Homan and them are doing it. They ain't giving these people a chance to go home and get their affairs in order. Like I'm looking at these clowns. They picked up some dude that had a record and had all his wetback relatives out there talking shit to the ICE agents. And I guess the guy's wife tried to jump. She jumped in between the guy's door and the front seat. He said, "Ma'am, you better move out my way." Then she got out. She ran around to the back where the little punk was, where the deportee was, and she opened the door and tried to take his hand. No, well, he couldn't take his handcuffs off, but she took his belt off, his seat belt off. And they was like, "Ma'am, if you do that one more time, if you interfere with me one more time, I'm gonna arrest you." Okay? Now, are they doing exactly as they claim they doing? No. They could do more. Hell, they just picked up 300 guys yesterday. I don't know where it was in the country, but they went and got these fools. They had 300 and change in one fell swoop. So they had to call in them big old ice buses. You seen them, because they might have pulled up in front of your job, and next thing you know, all these mugs is running. There's construction sites that are ghost towns because of this. Okay, you know we're gonna get another Republican president. I'm gonna make sure of it, so they can keep it going. If they don't get all 11 million, 12 million, however millions they are out here, we're gonna make sure they get in there and get these fools out of here. Continue to get these fools out of here, because they don't deserve to live here. If they did, they'd come through America's front door instead of the side door and the back door. Okay, being a low-life criminal, because that's all they are, the men and the women. Because I've seen some of these flights where a bunch of young women got off the plane too. So they ain't just throwing these men out, they throwing the women out too. They going to their jobs, they sitting in the car waiting on them. And they see, and the people that at the job will call them and be like, hey, don't come in. You know, ICE is sitting out here in unmarked vehicles. But even if they don't get a chance to get them out, I just want them to mess up their money. And now Nebraska farmers had the nerve. Somebody had the nerve to go on TikTok talking about can black folks come to Nebraska and pick some of that produce? No, Hunky McGee. You better not fix your mouth to ask me anything about no agriculture or anything, unless you want me to cuss your ass out. I ain't helping you do anything. You digs? Got the nerve talking about, can black folks help them? No, get your white brethren to help you. There's plenty. It's plenty of broken down white people who will go out there and do their work. Just like there's some black folks out there to do their work, but you got to pay them what they asking for. Now they talking this smack, talking about, well, see, if America was shut down without illegal alien labor, really? Then how come the country ain't shut down yet, and yet there's still farms all over this country where the lettuce is just going bad, the fruit's just going bad? Huh? And I don't notice the prices ain't going up. Because like, let me give you an example. Like, let's say avocados. If that statement was true, avocados would be $5 a piece or $3.50 a piece. I check. I buy avocados, not all the time, but at least I check their price, and the price hasn't gone up in months. So their hypothesis that America was shut down if they don't have illegal alien labor is a damn lie. And it's a fantasy of theirs. Okay? See, they got the fear of God in them right now because they realize that Trump ain't playing. Trump can't stand them people. Okay? And he getting them the hell out of here. But I think they can do more because they're a little too nice with these people that be impeding upon their progress in arresting these fools. Why would you want rapists, sodomizers, and murderers and thieves in your neighborhood? All they're going to be doing is breaking in people's cars, harassing your children, because Biden done let them think that they can come over here and do whatever the hell they want to do. Now that the party's over, they hide with their little punk asses. My dick get hard every time I see them in handcuffs, and I see tow trucks backing up, putting a vehicle on the back. I get aroused when I see that, because they deserve it. See, some of y'all don't know these people the way I know. They're a bunch of lowlifes. Okay? Most of them. Very few of them got any class. That's why a lot of them have been born over here and they still bums. That's why they always selling dope all the damn time. Because they can make more money selling dope than doing anything else, than working. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Trump and them gonna go after MS-13 and some of them gangs too. But they let these people think they can do whatever they want to do, and they're doing it. You dig? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. And see, the reason why they make these people feel like they got total, reign of the damn country, and that they can run around doing whatever the hell they want to do, is because the companies that are donating to their super PACs and their campaigns, a lot of them are these food processors, construction developers, real estate developers, and the like, who are, got in Biden's ear and told him he need to let as many of these people in as possible. But when they came over here and start acting like niggers, they cut that out. They was like, oh no, we're gonna have to get rid of these people. Because like I said, that's all they do in their country, is rape and molest children and women. So they see these people as more valuable than veterans. Because see, with veterans, they done got their usage out of them, or out of us. They done got what they wanted out of us. So they're gonna do a half-ass job taking care of us when we come home, or when we separate or retire. That's why I'm always talking about the VA all the time, because of that very reason. And if you're a black veteran, it's even worse. Because these people up here ain't friendly. These people up here are just as much white supremacists as that cracker down there in the South. They're the same. They're the same shit stain. The same cracker that's out there in California, Washington State, Texas, Alabama, Georgia, New York State. They're all the same folks. If you think they're different, I got oceanfront property to sell you in New Mexico. And see, here's the thing. How does this affect us, Iceman? Well, you got to understand, this past election was the first election that black folks put their foot down and meant it. I mean, they did in 2022 also, but not as much as they did in 2024. Because you got to understand, the bootlicks and the Sambos and Mammies, it wasn't enough of them in red states or in swing states to turn the tide for Kamala Harris. You see, Kamala Harris might have got 70 million votes, but almost all those votes came from blue states that she was going to win anyway. Okay? So those were misplaced votes to a degree because they didn't help her. And when it came to the Electoral College, she got stumped as well. She got stumped in the popular vote and the Electoral College vote. See how that works? They're cutting off the money. All those billions of dollars that went to those NGOs that were helping buying them clothes and book bags and strollers so they could walk their monkey ass up here, that 1,600-mile trip. Because you got to understand, if most of us walk 2 miles, would be exhausted. How are these people walking 1,600 miles and getting up here that quickly in these caravans? And see, the cartels are pissed off because they ain't making no money. The police and so because what they doing is anybody that looks like they breaking the law or they look nervous, they're gonna pull them over. Especially in these border towns, they're gonna pull them over. That's why a lot of these coyotes, they jump out the car and start running. I'm amazed they got that far driving across the. How did they drive through checkpoint? Because if they did, I wonder how it is that these illegals, we know they ain't got no documents. How they get in the country? You digs? So as black men, it's incumbent upon us to continue to do what we're doing. On Facebook, I'm going to post all of the senators and congressmen and women who are either retiring and they got to run an election to put another senator in there, or they're in Congress and they're doing the same thing. Okay, those that have were appointed by the governor of their respective states, I'm going to put all them, because they're going to have to win at least in one election in order to be in there 6 more years, or however many amount of time they're in there right now. So I'm going to list all the congressmen and women and senators who are up for re-election as well. Because that dude Ossoff in Georgia, his little punk ass is up for re-election next year. We got to make sure his ass don't make it. Because Kemp the governor is announced he's running for Senate. He's running for the Senate. So Ossoff is going to run against him, and you know damn good well that Ossoff ain't gonna make it, because the only way that Ossoff and that sorry ass Warnock is in there is because they fooled everybody. They scared everybody about Trump in 2020. But that didn't happen last month. That didn't happen last November, did it? It didn't matter, because everybody's eyes are open. Now everybody can see what I've been telling y'all about the Democrats the last 5, 6, 7 years. That they don't give a damn about black folks. But people had to see the proof for themselves. That's why a lot of these Biden sexuals are quiet as hell now. They quiet. The ones that voted for Harris, they quiet. You can hear a mouse fart. They so damn quiet. So black men, why is it that black men are seen as the garbage man for ugly women of other races? We're targeted with filthy lifestyles from the dominant society. We're encouraged to be homosexuals and cross-dressing transvestites like RuPaul's ass. They don't mind RuPaul being on TV because he's on there making a fool out of himself. As long as we all act like him and wear a dress in public, they'll give you all the money you want for a production budget. See how that works? But if you want to sit up, be a serious black man like me and warn your people, they ain't gonna give me a dime, because I'm antithetical to their racist, white supremacist ideologies of ridding the earth of black men. And you need to keep that on your brain at all times, that they want to exterminate black people. And they're not shy about showing us that that's what they're doing. Otherwise, we wouldn't have all these unarmed black folks getting murdered by the police or race soldiers. You digs? Make sure you guys follow me on X and go to Instagram right now and follow me on Instagram, one handle, at The Iceman Show. Please feel free to contribute, ladies and gentlemen. Please feel free to contribute. The Cash App IDs are at the top of the chat room. And if you have already done business with me on PayPal, you can go back into your PayPal account and contribute there. Can you dig it? Anyway, jobs are opening up. Did y'all know that? Those of you who want construction jobs, let me tell you what a lot of people are doing. A lot of black people are doing. They're getting that form off of ice.gov, and they're filling it out and putting these people that they know of, their names and all their information, and and all you got to do is say you think that they committing crime. You think there's some criminals over there because too many people keep going in and out their house. Hey, you ain't got to tell the truth. So what? Because I don't want the two that's in my neighborhood to be in here. I know they dirty, which is why they always sneaking around. Now, it was, it's been like 45, 50 degrees every day for the past 4 or 5 days. So people may or may not be outside, but they hiding in the house for a reason. Although the beta male governor and sorry ass mayor of Minneapolis talking about they're not going to help ICE scoop these fools up. Well, that's okay. We're gonna and see, man. See, this makes me regret that I even moved here with all this alternative lifestyles and all this, left wing nonsense that they got up here. These people just as racist as any red state. Okay, they don't fool me with that Minnesota phony. No, I don't have Bobby Tropical. I don't have super chat. Every time I've tried to set it up when I was being able to monetize, it just wouldn't work, man. And plus I heard they take a third. Apple takes a third anyway. I'm not, I don't want people contributing and giving them people part of the money like that, 33 and a third percent. At least with PayPal, they only gonna take a few cents to a few couple of dollars, depending on what the amount is. Same with Cash App. I don't have a problem with them processing it. They're the best game in town, and that's why I do business with them. Because I trust their platforms. But we don't owe these people anything. Black men, let me explain something to you. You're supposed to be living your best life. A lot of us, we get down on ourselves. Yeah, hey, write down they stuff. There is no link. Everybody's got a PayPal account. Everybody's got a Cash App. Well, what I would do, Bobby Tropical, is I would get their address. If they're buying that house, look online, go to the county in your respective area, and get the name of the people that are living in the house, who buying the house, and put all that on that ICE form. Okay? Because they think they can do whatever they want to do because they think people are scared of them. I ain't one of them. I look at all of them crazy, whether they were born here or not, because they ain't nothing but social climbers. They don't work hard. They don't do They don't do nothing to get all the accolades they get from the white supremacists and that run our society. But they get lifted over us because we're black. So we're going to have to handle business. You digs? So don't feel bad reporting their ass, whether you call the 866 number or you fill out the form, because these people need to get out of our damn country. They would do it to you. They calling you mayate and nigger every chance they get. Their kids are picking on your kids at school. Okay? They jumping on your kids. Hold up, let me hook this thing. Put this thing back. Keyboard. Okay? I know these people. I work with them earlier in life. So I know they get down. I know I done boned too many of they women. So I ain't one of these dudes sitting around here hoping I can get a Latina, because I don't really want one. Now, if they giving up the ass for free, whatever. But I ain't finna wine and dine none of them. They only pull that. All women of all races only pull that shit with black men. Okay? And see, they're trying to scare black people. You know what Whoopi said yesterday on The View? Whoopi's a piece of work, man. I mean, she's the prototypical Sambo mammy. Whoopi Goldberg gonna sit up here and say that if right now they're getting Sancho Maria out of here, but next could be you. Who are you? Who's you? Because I know you ain't talking to no white folks and no black folks. We're already citizens. Look, people. Some of y'all are insecure. So any kind of talk like that scares you. You have no reason to be scared. Ain't nobody gonna deport you, because they cannot deport you. But because I'll listen to one of these old wetbacks talking about some old anchor baby sitting up here talking about well, they could come and get you black people too. Really? No, it's you. They breaking up your family. They taking your mama out the house. They taking your daddy out the house. Or they taking both of them out the house. And your ass is going in. If you're a minor, if you're a minor and a anchor baby citizen, you're gonna get put in foster care. Because ICE ain't letting these people. Now, the first Trump tenure, they were letting people go home and get their affairs in order, and then they just wait. They let them use the phone, get some clothes, and then they take them back to ICE detention. They ain't doing that this time. If you get caught out here in these streets, your car gonna get towed, and your car gonna sit in that tow lot for 30 days, and after that, the towing folks are gonna sell that car to the auction, and then the auction is gonna auction it off. Okay, I keep meaning to look at the auctions in this area, because these cars are getting repoed all over the place. How can you? Why would you get a car, a BMW, Benz, whatever it is? Why would you get a car and be paying $1,400 a month for a car note, and then $600 for insurance every month? Why would you do that? Why would you put that kind of pressure on yourself? That makes no sense to me. and it's gonna get repossessed in a month, 2 months anyway. You bending them corners for a month is worth it? Messing up your credit? And you're gonna lose your down, whatever you put on that car, whatever money you paid on that car so far, they just pocketed that. It's free money. Because you know what's gonna happen with the lien holder, which is the bank, the financial institution. All they're gonna do is go to their insurer, get full price for that title, and then they're gonna send it to the auction and auction it off. So you lose all your money. That ain't no way for you to be living, man. But a lot of people want to be sitting at the light. Look at me in my BMW. Don't nobody give a damn about your BMW. But weak-minded people, that's how they live. That's why everybody complaining about Trump. Now, let me talk about, somebody asked me about what did I think about all these people getting laid off and getting fired. Well, here's the thing, people. The probationary federal workers that are getting fired and or laid off, you got to understand, most of these new hires are white people. They're Caucasians, not us. And, now they'll put on X or one of these social media platforms talking about, well, they just, arbitrarily just, fired me for my job at the VA and I'm a veteran. Don't play the veteran card. Don't play the veteran card. At least 1,400 people are going to be fired at the Minneapolis VA by me. That's over here that I go to. Did y'all know that? VA has to get rid of 80,000 people. Who you think they're going to get rid of first? People with bad reviews and probationary employees. That's who they're going to get rid of. Union or no union. See, the reason why they kind of dealing with these people with kid gloves, because they're Caucasians. And they don't want to seem like they firing them people just because they white. But most of those people that got hired in federal positions under the Biden administration, those folks, it's mainly white people. It ain't black people. Sure, there might be some black folks getting caught in there, getting caught up, but not like they trying to say that these white folks are getting caught up. No. These people are mad because black folks ain't being worried. There was this lady that used to be a property manager, and I look at her videos every now and then, and she said that they plan to get people off of HUD. They'll get off of Section 8. They're going to put term limits on it too. You can only be on it for 3 years or 4 years or less. And Secretary RFK Jr., he's working on fixing it where SNAP, you can only use your EBT card to buy vegetables and fruit and meat and protein. No chips and no sodas. Because if you notice, most of these raggedy ass single moms, most of them are overweight because they're sitting around drinking. They ain't working out. They ain't doing nothing but sitting around the house, stanking up the house, eating and drinking all day till their kids come home from school. See how that works? But I wouldn't shed a tear for none of them people. Most of those people are Caucasians, not us, who are getting fired. And you know there's some DEI mixed in there, especially as it relates to white women. Because I told y'all that when the Biden administration got in there, all of a sudden they start seeing all these white women getting hired at the VA and not white women who were veterans. They're supposed to hire veterans first. They wasn't even doing that. And that's the law. Disabled veterans go first. Next is just regular veterans, and then everybody else. But they weren't doing that because as you know, Joe Biden's a piece of crap. Okay, but they're trying to scare people. Let me see. There was an article I pulled up when I first sat down. Say, why are Democrats so fearful of a second Trump presidency? See, the Democrats are scared that they're gonna go to jail. They're gonna end up in Leavenworth, okay? Because a lot of them, you know, they stealing. We know they stealing. Let's see. What's this article saying? Let me read this real quick. Hold up. Let me open this up. See, these sickos that want to be playing these gender bender games. See, they mad that they can't screw up American society the way it would have been had Harris won. Okay? I'm so glad Harris lost. I knew she was going to lose because she's an idiot. And a lot of people are clowning Hispanics because they voted for Trump and yet he's throwing their family members out of here. Okay? I hope they keep sending them down there to El Salvador, because when you get put in that prison down there, that Supermax prison, you ain't coming out of there. They don't play that. If you get sent there, you doing life without parole. You gonna die in there. And that's their fault. You over here raping and killing people. You over here selling dope. Well, you need to be in that Supermax prison where there's 50 more, 20 people to a cell. They be beating them dudes, slapping them. They don't even get an hour. You know, at least here they have them in the cell for 23 hours. And for 1 hour a day, they let them get some exercise. Well, they don't do that at all. All they do is go in and out there. All they do is go in and out the cells. Like if they got to clean the cells or whatever, they get put in a certain area. and they have a shoot to kill order. Ain't like up here where everybody got so many damn rights. Criminals got more rights than the damn regular citizens. Oh, not in these foreign countries, or not over there in Guantanamo Bay. You get sent over there, they're gonna treat you any kind of way, and I don't blame them. You ain't got no business. You a criminal. You ain't got no business being in our country illegally, unless you want to get sent to Supermax down there in El Salvador. They got plenty of room. They got plenty of room to send people down there. And all they got is people standing around with AR-15s ready to shoot your ass. And they make sure you ain't got no weapons on you. And they keep them, you see how they walk them into the prison. They keep their head down so they can't get their bearings. They can't get their bearings. So they keep them bent over so they're less likely to be able to attack them, the guards. And again, they got a shoot to kill order. So ain't nobody trying to break out of there. Why would you want to be around a bunch of dudes all 24/7, 365 for the rest of your life just to rape a kid or rape a woman or commit other crimes? Because you got to be the worst of the worst to get sent there. You got to be the worst of the worst. And see, that judge got mad that Trump sent them Venezuelans down there to, instead of sending them back to Venezuela, he sent them down there to El Salvador. Which I thanks, Mr. Trump. Thank you. Send more of them. Send all their relatives down there. These people ain't got no recourse. If you're not a citizen of somebody's country, you can't scream due process because the Constitution doesn't apply to you. The law doesn't apply to you. You're not a citizen. That's why Pritzker's fat ass and the governor of Illinois up here talking about he gonna, fix it to where illegal aliens can become police officers. How can you enforce laws and you ain't even a citizen, let alone how you gonna be a cop when you ain't even a citizen? You can't enforce nobody's laws that you don't respect. The hell out of here. See, black men, we got to stop letting this stuff go on. The reason why we always find ourselves in last place is because black women don't mind. You got to understand, a good number of black women are on welfare, whether they need to be on it or not. I guarantee if they cut out EBT card, you can't use your EBT card to buy junk food and sodas. How much you want to bet they're gonna get their ass off of welfare and SNAP and Section 8? They need to make it hard on their asses. You got able-bodied, man, they don't even check these people's houses. When I was a kid, the welfare caseworker would surprise visit your ass. And if you had nice furniture, 2 new cars in the driveway, and a husband in the house, they made sure you didn't get shit. Today, you can own a brand new car and still be on welfare. How is it that you on welfare and you got a brand new car? Is that fair? Guys, we got to start contacting these politicians and making it hard on them. Like what TBA is doing up there in New York. Because you notice they finally, after sitting on their hands for a few weeks, they finally arrested those correctional officers that beat and killed Robert Brooks. Because black folks start putting pressure. You want something done, whether it's the city, the state, or the federal level, you're going to have to make it hard. You're going to have to make it difficult for these politicians. Then they'll get the message. The reason why California can burn, LA can burn up like it did, and people get displaced, and there wasn't no water to put the fires out. The reason why that happened is because there's little to no leadership in the state of California or on the local level in LA County. See, when you give the whole state over to the Democratic Party, they're going to do what they want to do because they know the likelihood of a Republican getting in some of these districts, they know it ain't going to happen. Like a black guy ran against Maxine Waters. He was a damn Republican. Them people ain't gonna vote for him. Yeah, do these Negroes, should these Negroes know better? Yeah, they should know better. But they don't do better. Somebody that's willing to make a living and a career off of being on welfare and getting money and getting food stamps, they ain't got no class. And guys stay skeeting up in these women so don't get mad if you skeet up in some raggedy ass welfare single mom and they take you to the cleaners in child support. You knew what you were doing. That little warehouse job, they're gonna be taking all your money for 18 years. It ain't worth it. 5 minutes of sex ain't worth 18 years and hundreds of thousands of dollars in child support. You do understand that, right? See, black men, it's our job to have class. It's our job to tell these black women, hey, get off your ass and stop bullshitting. You an able-bodied individual and you on welfare. Yet you got a brand new car, you got a brand new iPhone, you got all this new stuff in your house because the welfare office don't have nobody working in there but a bunch of ex-welfare hoes and single moms themselves. You got 2 and 3 and 4 generations of black women on welfare. What the hell is going on, man? That's a sorry motherfucker that'll sit up there and get on welfare and they able-bodied, they can work. But see, the welfare people brought this on. See, the Democrats they love single moms. They hate families. They hate black men and they hate families. That's why they're always talking that feminist bullshit, because they know most women don't know the difference between women's rights and feminism. They think it's all the same thing, and it's not. But they know most people don't know the difference and don't care. You dig? Hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. Please feel free to contribute, ladies and gentlemen, via PayPal if you're already on there and you've done business with me, or Cash App. We've got 2 Cash App IDs at the top of the chat room. Okay? These people think that we some dummies. And then we're going to sit here and keep letting them run game while we starve and everybody else get fat, get, you know, be walking around here like a fat rat. Them days are over with. These able-bodied women need to get their ass off of welfare. These black women need to get their ass off welfare. Because all they doing is dragging down the race of black folks. See, you got to understand these hood rats that watch BET and MTV and, you know, Love and Hip Hop and all that ghetto ass shit. Those folks ain't trying to go nowhere. You know, if they can go to Las Vegas every now and then, if they can, you know, if they can and go to a comedy club here and there, go to a little ghetto club in the hood and the ghetto bar in the hood, they fine with that. You ought to want more for yourself as a man. Let Ray Ray and Pookie run around with them nasty ass hoes. And you better be investing money in some condoms instead of skeeting up in these women raw. Like I said, 5, 10, 15, 30 minutes of good sex ain't worth you getting that woman pregnant. It ain't worth it. You're going to be tied to a woman you don't even know. And the little bit you do know about her, you know she's a hood rat or just a narcissistic asshole that already got kids by different men or a kid that she's going to try to make you pay for. Like I saw this one. Did y'all see, hey man, did y'all see that footage of that black woman that ordered, I don't know how much food, and the dude got mad and got up and left? Now, some people are saying that's a skit, although it very well can be or could be a skit. But the one I saw, it didn't look like a skit. That dude was mad. He didn't look like he was reading off no script. He was definitely pissed off. He was like, how you gonna order? And then one chick was like, well, when you gonna cash at me so I can pay my babysitter? The dude was like, I ain't helping you pay your damn babysitter. What the hell's wrong with you? Well, I spent this amount of money getting my hair done. You gonna get your hair done anyway. What the hell is wrong with you? They only telling simps and tricks that crap. They ain't telling Ray Ray and Pookie they gotta pay. They ain't gotta pay for their babysitter. And why are you dating women like that anyway? Just because somebody got a job don't mean they ain't a hood rat. There's a whole lot of hood rats that work in corporate America. But it's ridiculous. The stuff these women get away with. Let me tell you something. If only men were getting welfare and Section 8 and EBT cards, they'd be making home visits. It'd be hard as hell to get welfare if only men were getting it. See, this is what the Democrats have done. They've made it easy. And these women, they ain't thinking about how their children are going to fare with them living like a hood rat. They don't care how this affects your kids. They don't care. They just want to be able to use their EBT card to go get $30 worth of or $40 worth of crab legs at Publix. The kids don't even get no food. I saw one video where these kids started crying These two kids started crying because their mom wouldn't feed them, but yet they nasty ass mama was sitting on the bed eating scrimps and fish, and it looked nasty. It had it looked like almost all the food was just piled in a plate. Well, Mom, we hungry. Go down there and make you a peanut butter sandwich. We gotta fix it so women like that ain't having kids by nobody but Ray Rays and Pookies. You should not be getting caught up with women like that. And don't think that Hispanic and white women ain't ghetto like that too. They just as ghetto. You want to see some ghetto ass white folks? Come up here. You want to see some broken down white women? Come up here. Come up here to Wisconsin, Iowa, and Minnesota. These people are pathetic. It ain't just black women that's living like sewer rats. Can you dig it? I don't know why this thing keeps coming on. All right, y'all, that's it. I'm out.